Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petracca. We are live at a watch party at Roger Williams Park at the Museum of Natural History. I've had this on my calendar now for over a year. The weather is perfect. We have about several hundred people here on a kind of a huge watch party. We can kind of pan across and you can see people have their solar glasses on. They're looking up. The eclipse started about 20 minutes ago. Now, if you're in the office or you can't get outside, you don't have the solar glasses, you can certainly watch this on our website. We have a live stream, WPRI.com. And maybe, well, you're stuck in the office here at home and you don't have the glasses, you can certainly check it out that way. But folks enjoying it. It's a family-free event. If you're in the area, you can come on down. The eclipse will peak here in southern New England at 3:29. We're anticipating at that time at 3:29 p.m. for about 92% of the sun to be covered by the moon. We're not in totality, but it's still spectacular. So obviously these are not safe. So I'm going to switch, and you're fine outside like this, you're fine. But when looking up, oh, that's cool. All right, so the lower portion of the sun is covered. I would say maybe 20% of it is covered, the lower portion of the sun. Skies are just clear enough, just have some high, thin clouds right now. But you know, what makes this so rare? Well, first of all, the solar eclipse happen a couple of times a year, but this one is unique. For starters, the path of the eclipse covers so many major cities. There are millions of people in the path of this eclipse, starting in Texas and all the way to Maine. The one in 2017 that we had, didn't have as much coverage. It didn't cover as many large cities, but this is covering a lot of big metropolitan areas, a lot of big cities. Now, totality, which is when the moon, or the sun rather, is completely covered by the moon, that is reserved for northern New England, places like northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, northern Maine. TJ Del Santo is in Lyndonville, Vermont, and he'll be sending back some stuff as well. We're doing a time lapse, which we're going to play back during our newscast tonight, starting at 4. And there's just a ton of information on our website, WPRI.com. And of course, we have that live stream of the eclipse itself. To give you an idea of how rare it is, the next solar eclipse for the United States is in 2044. And that's only for a small portion of the United States. The next total solar eclipse for New England is 20. Steve, total for Southern New England, 2079, right? The total for Southern New England, next one's 2079.
Yes, over the 95 corridor.
Yeah, so I didn't mark that one on my calendar. So 2079, to give you an idea of how rare it is. So the eclipse glasses, they are handing out eclipse glasses here at the Museum of Natural History. They have some stations where you can view the eclipse with a telescope that has a solar filter on it as well. You cannot take pictures with your camera or your phone without a solar filter. That'll do damage to the lens of your camera. And again, this is really the only way to do it. Sunglasses will not work, but it is just a great atmosphere. I think the other thing that's extremely rare today is the fact that the sun is out. So along with the solar eclipse itself, a rare sunny day. And Corey, we kind of pan around a little bit if you got some slack there. And now Brian on the other camera he has the solar filter on that camera, and we are looking at, with that special camera that we have, we're taking pictures as well. So our 12 news crew, certain cameras do have filters. Corey, were you able to capture that a little bit? A smidge?
A little bit.
Yep. So people are looking up here at Roger Williams Park, Museum of Natural History, and they've got the sunscreen and the solar glasses. Let me switch glasses and take another look. And there we go. It's the lower portion of the sun. Now, the misconception is that here in southern New England, it'll get totally dark. It only gets totally dark like nighttime in the path of totality, and that is reserved for northern New England, upstate New York, Burlington, Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and into northern Maine. Again, that totality is a ways away. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So 90% coverage here. I mean, the sky will get dim, the light will get dim, the temperature may actually drop several degrees during that time. Now, the maximum coverage, which is at 3:29, will be that way for about maybe 3.5, 4 minutes, and then we start to see the moon pass away from the sun. That whole cycle is done, it's completely done by 4:38 p.m. So it started a little while ago, maximum coverage at 3:29 at 91, 92%, and then by 4:38, the entire show is done. So we have team coverage from northern New England, where TJ is in Vermont, to here in Providence, and we have a ton of information on our website, WPRI.com, and we have our live stream as well. If you have time and if you're nearby and you don't mind some of the traffic, you can come on down to the Museum of Natural History to check it out. They're handing out solar glasses as well, and just a lot of fun. And we'll keep you updated. Team coverage on 12 News. It all starts at 4 p.m. We'll see you then.